Welcome back. Well, time now for our community update this morning. We are joined alongside Appleton Police Chief Todd Thomas. Good to have you here this morning, Chief Thomas.
Morning, Calvin.
Good morning. So let's just dive right into it. How has the pandemic affected your department exactly, and how are you guys connecting to citizens right now?
Right. We continue to do what we've always done as far as reaching out to the community and connecting with them. Pandemic's affected all of us, obviously, in a lot of different ways, but we continue to do what we do. You know, we can't. It's kind of hard to law enforce and police virtually or from home. So our officers are pretty comfortable with how things are set up. We do things differently. We don't change what we do. So we try to be more safe with our contacts with citizens. Obviously, we wear masks. Encourage everyone to do that. Keep our distance. But again, law enforcement is used to working with biological materials and diseases. So it's just another one of those things that we have to be smart about when we do our job.
Sort of switching gears now, can you talk about the shadow pandemic that is falling at the feet of law enforcement right now? We're talking about mental health providers and other community agencies. Exactly what is it?
Sure. Shadow pandemic, that refers to the mental health crisis, suicides, overdoses, alcohol abuse that we see that kind of follows in the wake of a pandemic. So it's kind of one of the consequences of the coronavirus pandemic. We see an increase in the number of suicides, a dramatic increase in overdoses, a lot of alcohol abuse, and that really is the law enforcement pandemic and the pandemic for the mental health providers and the other counselors that are dealing with those issues. So that's the shadow pandemic. There's something called deaths of despair. A death of despair is those things I mentioned, suicides, overdoses, alcohol abuse. It's caused by job insecurity, job loss, unemployment, stressors at home, a lack of social supportive networks. So those are the things that we've been dealing with. We've already seen the numbers, and we know that with a shadow pandemic, it's going to increase. It's going to last much longer than the corona pandemic. So I think you see a lot of the professionals in this area that are really concerned about it, but they're all working really hard to try to come up with some solutions.
Now, I know it's very much a sensitive topic, but just how big of an increase in suicides, overdoses, and alcohol use are you seeing right now?
In Appleton, we've seen, and this kind of tracks nationally and in the state, probably an increase of a doubling of our overdose deaths. We've seen an uptick in our suicide rate. The number of people that are having suicidal ideation and struggling with mental health has increased dramatically. One of the studies has indicated that there's about a 20% increase in people that have a significant mental health issue that's been impacted because of the virus. So we've seen an uptick and an increase, and we continue to work with our partners. The good news is we have a lot of resources in the Fox Cities and the Green Bay area. So we have been pretty vocal about putting out there how to get a hold of a counselor. The positive news is most people that struggle with mental health, there's help out there, there's therapy available. You're going to recover. The vast majority of people, it's kind of expected that you will recover if you are struggling with a mental health issue. You just have to be able to know where the resources are and reach out.
Now, do you think the impact will last a long time, and exactly what can be done to help?
Try to bring as much normalcy as you can to your life. I know that's hard, especially with what's going on with the schools and parents struggling with what they're going to do with their kids. Talk about it. Be aware of the resources that are out there. We'll have some posted on our website. The providers have been very vocal and out in the community, letting people know how to get a hold of them and where to go for help. There is people that want to help. Nobody is left alone in this. There's actually a lot of resources if you need help, or if you are a friend or a family member and you think one of your friends or family members is struggling, maybe make the call for them or talk to them about it. There's a way to get through this. We're all going to get through this. This will end. Things will get back to normal for everyone. We just have to come together and know that there's help out there.
All right, Chief Thomas, well, we really thank your time here this morning, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.